Coffee members get early access and a secret Discord chat. Thank you, Coffee member Kristen, for your support. Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Grimmia, and I'm coming at you with a multifamily speed build. Because For Rent comes out tomorrow. For you, it's tomorrow. For me, it's at the end of the week. So at the time of me recording this, I don't actually know how the new system works. The renting system, or the shared lot system. But anyway, this is base game only, and it is built on Beach, Byway, and Newcrest, because, sorry, my brain stopped working, because this is part of my Building Newcrest series, and I thought, I wasn't entirely sure what to put here, but then I saw on Pinterest, I saw a, multi-home French country thing. I don't really know, but after the speed build, I'll show you the inspiration, and then we'll hop in for a tour, I guess. We don't really need a tour. I don't know. This, anyway, this is like a duplex kind of thing. It fits 2 families. One side, the left side, if you're looking at it, the left side sleeps 3 Sims, and the right side sleeps 4 Sims. I have 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. I did want to try and get 2 bathrooms in here, but I couldn't. My initial plans were to do this sorry, I'm playing with a pen because I like to have something in my hand. My initial plan was to do this on a starter home budget, because I'm not entirely sure how how a starter home budget is gonna work with the new rental system. But by the time this comes out, we'll probably already know. So that's pretty cool. But it's not, unfortunately, a starter home, although you could clear out all of the furniture on the other side, and I think it would still be technically a starter home. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, if you cleared out all the furnishings, it would probably be a starter home price, and maybe the stairs. And we're going to sit here for an uncomfortable amount of time with our thoughts, because I didn't trim a whole lot here. This is really awkward. Anyway, but yeah, I thought this would be nice. Like I said, it's base game only. That's where I tried to put the bathroom, the second bath. I thought it would just be a half bath, but it didn't work. It didn't really make any sense. Both of these houses are completely identical, and it goes living room, dining room, kitchen, and then upstairs you have kids' room, bathroom, master bedroom. Sorry, I dropped my pen. And I really wanted to have a back door, which I do add at the end. That's it. That's all. I really wanted to have a back door, and I wasn't entirely sure how I was going to do that. But I guess I figured it out, because at the end, I just kept adding an extra $1,000, and then an extra $2,000, and then an extra $1,000, just to, get the bare minimum of what I wanted. But yeah, both of them are virtually identical. The colors on the right side are a little darker. I went for brown, like you saw, I had the brown columns instead of white columns. The kitchen is darker cabinets. Both cheap cabinets, but darker cabinets. The bedrooms, obviously on the right, the bedrooms, you would have different furniture. Sorry. Here where I live in America, it's common when you buy a house that some of them come partially furnished. But if you were to rent a place, half of a duplex, it would come with its own kitchen appliances and stuff. So that's kind of where I was going. I did go for a cheaper door because I was still in my starter home mindset, and that obviously didn't work. I had to shrink and smush and shrink and smush and shrink and smush. The kitchen started out a lot bigger. Didn't end up that way. No, it did not. And then neither did the master bedroom. Sorry, just watching this back is pretty interesting because, yeah, I shrank a lot. I shrank a lot of stuff. Anyway, how are you? How have you been? So I shrank that living room. And then I realized it's not really a living room if it's that small. And also the columns weren't in the middle, and that was kind of annoying too. And I couldn't put the column by the stairs without move objects, and I didn't want to use move objects, even though I turned it on later. But yeah, it was just a hot mess. And then I hated how I did the roofing, and I never should have done the roofing first to begin with. Excuse me. Sorry, that was a lot of talking without a breath. Or a a drink. But this is on the gallery already. My gallery ID is _Grimmia. I will have it down below. And you can also find this on the gallery with the hashtag Grimmia. That should bring you to my thing. Or to this thing. Oh, yeah, it wasn't... I have that weird glitch where it wouldn't tell me the lot value, which is super annoying. I don't know if you've ever had that glitch, but it's really annoying. So I had to keep going into Manage Worlds and coming back, and that just completely devalued my property. Like the items, because you know once you enter live mode, your items become cheaper. Because they're used, technically. So that was another annoying thing, and I kept... The roofing was It was interesting. That's not even the final roofing. I do change it at the end. But yeah, I wasn't sure. I wanted to kind of give the residences, I guess. I wanted to kind of give them a sort of lived in look. I didn't go overboard with clutter because there's not a whole lot of base game clutter, to be completely honest with you. And I just wasn't feeling a whole lot of clutter. I don't know. I don't like a lot of clutter. Like, I like a lot of clutter in, like, my legacy homes. Like, I collect the school projects and the kids' artworks and, like, my Sims work stuff. You know, their degrees and baby whatever. But, like, when I'm building houses... If you're new here, I struggle with decorating. If you're not new here, you already know I struggle with decorating. Speaking of which, if you're new here, you should probably consider subscribing because it's free. Hello. Who doesn't love free things? And it doesn't get any freer than free. Like, and also consider liking. And maybe commenting, but only if you have something nice to say. Constructive criticism is also appreciated, but if you're just going to rag on me for how I build stuff or how I do these voiceovers, maybe don't. Just maybe don't. Maybe don't leave a comment. I did carpets. Sorry, that was just a completely 180. I never use carpets in The Sims anymore. In The Sims 2 and 3, I loved carpets. I also couldn't figure out why I couldn't shift paint the whole room. It's because I didn't have any money. I love using carpets in the old Sims games, but so far in The Sims 4, I haven't really been very big on carpets. But I figured this would be a time to use carpets. I don't know why, but yeah. Because, like... so in my experience renting things, I wasn't able to change the wall colors. I could put things up, and if I put holes in the walls, I had to cover them up. And obviously, I can't change the floors. So that was kind of my mindset going into this. I'm like, maybe they could paint the walls. Some people do paint the walls, and then they just paint them back when they're done, which is fine. You know, as long as you can get away with it, and your landlord's not a piece of shit. But who knows? And then, yeah, so this room is the second bed. I figure we have a bed for a kid and we have a bed for a teen. This is the only time, this is really the most decorations I did. I think I hung up a couple of paintings. Maybe. I just put some posters in the corner to give it like a teen vibe for whatever reason. And then we did a toy box for the kids. The other family has a dollhouse and a Blarfy. That master bed in the main room, I am going to shove it in the corner to make room for a dresser, I want to say. Yeah, for a dresser. I'm about to do that here. Actually. Yeah, here we are. We're doing that. And your sim should scooch over. If not, move it yourself, I guess. Or maybe it's a single parent and a kid. That's always a possibility too. But this room does have a bed in the middle of the room, no dresser. But they do have a mirror, so your Sims can change clothes technically. And I wanted to like stack those back to back, but it didn't work the way I wanted to. So they're also expensive, so I got rid of them and I just got the stack of books. And then we have blinds in this room, and blinds in this room, and blinds. I did use curtains. I'm getting better at using curtains, and I'm pretty sure I have expressed my opinions on curtains before. There's not a whole lot of base game ones I like, but the Desert Luxe curtains are very nice. I do like those. Failing that, Island Living curtains. I'm not here to talk about curtains. But yeah, there is like a couple of clutter. I do like the aprons. I don't know why I went with a hedge when that is much cheaper. And then the landscaping is super minimal. Like, I didn't do a whole lot of decorating because I was paying for it, mostly. I didn't really want to. Yep, and then we had to go to Manage Worlds and then back into the game to figure out how much it costs. And at that point, I was over the budget for a starter home. So I just kind of gave up. And I still wanted to keep it as cheap as possible. One of the apartments does have a computer. Oh, I had a hell of a time picking a rug. I decided I wanted to try and bring in the red from that blanket on the couch. But it's not really very good. And then just kind of shuffling things around because like one apartment's just to make them look, they're identical, but they're a little different. I was looking for that toy chest, but I'm starting to think it's in Parenthood or kids stuff. And this is kind of where I realized I didn't want a whole lot of clutter. I get rid of that mostly because you can't see it unless you're playing with the walls up. And who does that? Oh, yeah, here we are adding money. Huh. And then going back out and then coming back in because I was in a different mode, so I couldn't add the money. And then we're rearranging the kitchen because I wanted the back doors because I want a back patio. Like I had that fence there, and you could totally have back patio space without having the back door, but like that's annoying. So I added just like the little painty stones, and then just super minimal landscaping. Honestly, like a couple of bushes, a shrub. That's it. I didn't go crazy. And I knew, what do we know? We do know for the shared housing lots, for the 4 rent homes, when you're sharing them, you have to have like the mailboxes. So you wouldn't have just the mailbox, you would have like a row of mailboxes, and you have to have a water heaters, I think, like a utility closet. But you could probably fit that in here somewhere. And from what we have seen that I am aware of, you do mark which side is for which family, and you can mark stuff as community living. So you could completely gut you could completely gut the downstairs and make that communal and just keep the bedrooms as these upstairs as 2 separate entities, which that would actually be pretty interesting too. We'll have to wait and see what happens, with the lot. And here's a lot of me. Oh, I really wanted a desk, but the single tile desks aren't in base game, so I used a dining table. Maybe they bought it at IKEA. One side has a games table, and then the other side has like a telescope, a computer. I don't know. It's just kind of stuff. We're coming at the end of the speed build. I'll show you the inside of the game in a little bit, and I'll show you the inspiration, and maybe we'll do a proper build of the inspiration because it does look pretty cool. And I was just kind of limited by base game because I thought it would be fun to do a base game only build. I haven't done one of those in a while. And yeah, again, I moved some dining chairs around and shit just to make it look a little different from their neighbors. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'll see you at the end. You don't need to hear my inane ramblings anymore. Okay. Oh, that's aggressive. So here was the inspiration. I saw this on Pinterest. And it's, what is it? It says house plan, 1438 Manchester Court multi-family house plan. And in some of the hashtags, it was like French country, European traditional, French traditional. And I went kind of based off of the outside at first. And I pretty much did copy the floor plan almost exactly, except I flipped the bedrooms around. And we don't have closets. I took this and I applied it as best I could to The Sims 4. And I think I would like to try and build one that's a little bit closer using more packs, but I don't know if I'll do a speed build on that, because you already saw me build it once. I might just build it again for funsies. I don't know why I was taking so long to open the game. Like, I can just click open the game, and now we're opening the game. At Beach Byway, we have 2 different residences. Like I said, if for rent, you have to have like the row of mailboxes, and you have to have the utilities closet. So, I mean, I would just find a place to put it, to be honest. I could, depending on the size of it, I'm guessing it's like a 2x2, and your sim might have to have access to it. I would probably put like a little closet here and shove it in there. That's what I would do. Or just build a shed and have it separate. But here we go. Here's another build without outdoor lighting again. I did add those windows. You saw at the end I changed how the exterior looked just because it was kind of... I'm gonna be honest, it was kind of boring on the outside. God, you move so slow in first person mode. Whoo! I didn't paint the ceilings, and I never paint my ceilings because it's a waste of money, in my opinion. And honestly, my ceilings in my house are white. They're like vaguely textured, but they're white. I do love that you can't properly see the spandrels unless you have walls completely up. And even then, you're not going to see them in first person mode. Sorry, I'm aggressively whipping the camera around. And then we got a little games table, a little dining table in this apartment, tiny little kitchen, and then some cute little aprons and a trash can. This one, I guess you could mark this as shared spaces, but this one has a grill and a little outdoor dining. I'm just going to bust through this wall. This apartment, basically the same, except they don't have a TV. They have 2 couches and a coat rack. Telescope. I mean, you saw all this in the build already. Whoops. And then upstairs is pretty much bedroom, bedroom, bathroom, bathroom, bedroom, bedroom. Not anything crazy fancy. And to be honest, the lights are kind of all over the place. But yeah, this is on the gallery. Let me pull up my gallery for you. There we go. There's my username if you're interested. It's literally this one right here. And a couple of people have already downloaded it. That's great. I hope you enjoy this. It is straight up base game. It under 30,000. I'm actually thrilled that it is under 30,000 because I didn't think it was going to be. Now, if we go to manage worlds, just go. I don't really care to save. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 10. 5 lots left to build a new crest. If you've been keeping up with that, I've built all of these things very slowly over time. Some of them I don't remember building like that. I have no recollection of building, to be honest. This was the last one we just did. It's a lounge, a nightclub, and a restaurant. It's on the gallery as a lounge, but it functions as all 3. Just same with this gym that also functions as a rec center and a... Might not function as a rec center. It functions as a spa or a gym. Maybe a rec center, but I don't think so. I like to do, like, the dual community lots, because then I feel like you can get so much more done. Like, this park, this restaurant, it also functions as a park. So if you don't have dine out, you can just put, like, kitchen equipment in there. But yeah, we have 5 lots left to build. A couple of them are starter homes. I don't really think I'm going to do speed builds for them. I might just combine both of them into a speed build like I did with the micro homes. Because they're really nothing special. They're just... what's the word I'm looking for? They're just starter homes. It's not... There's nothing crazy or innovative about them. I just want some starter homes. And I do... While I have you here, I'm going to continue... smacking my microphone and planning out my new crest with you. I do want 2 starter homes here. I'm thinking here maybe a starter plus home, which I believe is a budget of like 22k. So if you made 2 Sims and moved them in, then that's what you would get. That would be your budget, I think. But it's a big lot, and I don't know if I want to do another community lot, because I already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 community lots. So maybe not. But definitely a house of some type and or description. And then over here, I was thinking maybe an apartment block. I'm not going to get for rent immediately, so this one, I'm probably going to do an apartment block, and then we'll just wait to do that one. And maybe I might do the shell of it once I have a better understanding of watching other people, how that all works, then I can easily convert it whenever I have time to get the pack. And I think this may be residential adapted to be, or retail, used to be retail, but now it's residential, or commercial, and now it usually doesn't go that direction, in my experience. Most people buy residentials and turn them into commercial buildings, like this. The cafe I used to go to, I'm talking about a different speed build than the speed build, oh my god. And the cafe I used to go to back in high school used to be a house that they renovated into a cafe. And also store. And also Verbo now, I think. Anyway. Yeah. So that's my plan. Next time, maybe when I do the starter home speed builds, we'll talk more in depth about this, because I feel like I've wasted enough of your time. So Weird Al and I are going to go. We're going to continue about our day. And I will see you guys next time. I really want fucking sushi, man. Like, I am dying to have some sushi.